Welcome to Guys, a podcast about guys. I am Brian. Got my one Republican with 20 Democrats. Chris, I don't know. You're the Republican. I just trying you're a Republican.
You stole that. Well, you're the one. You're the one who
agree. Well, no, I didn't steal it because I spent all day reading the comments on those videos
on Jubilee. Just to be clear,
and they were not good comments. You didn't use a single one.
Yeah, you'd think, but yeah, I listen. I'm trying to think if I've actually watched. Like I've seen clips of those. I don't think I've watched an actual full debate. Like I've seen clips of the Sam Cedar one.
I would honestly rather die than watch a full debate.
Yeah, debate culture. And listen, we're gonna get into it, I'm sure, but I have found it is become kind of this like silly thing where they're like, hey, well, let's settle it with a debate. And it's like two guys who will never change their mind and they've already decided that they're going to believe whatever they believe and all of their followers feel the same way. And it's just like a means of sort of showing how smart they are.
You get two guys that get to yell at each other. It's fantastic.
And it's like, hey, I'm going to show that I'm smarter than you, basically. I'm not going to try to actually change people's mind. I'm going to try to,
That's where I'm lucky because every week I show that I'm smarter than you effortlessly. Let's get our guest on.
I mean, listen, I'm not smart. That's not like a huge accomplishment. I never claimed to be smart. I think you are
the smartest man in the world.
I think you are smarter than me. I really do believe that. I think you pretend to be.
Maybe I've read more.
Well, I don't know about that, but I think you are smarter.
Maybe I've kissed more ladies.
You pretend to be a little dumber than you are, just to say you sort of have the. I will say I talk to you off the podcast, and maybe it comes across sometimes on the podcast. You are a pretty smart guy. You know, you're educated. You're pretty smart. Yeah.
Why don't you ask my dad how smart I am?
Well, I'll ask him how impressive your workouts are.
All right, let's get the guest on. From I Hate Bill Maher, we got Will Weldon. Hi, Will.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
You got debate guys because you watch Bill Maher a lot. And I was like, we'll let him feel at home. He'll listen to some debates. What I did, though, for all the listeners out there, I do not believe there's any political content in any of these debates. That's insanely impressive. Psycho and stupid.
Yeah. Well, we try to not do political stuff, but I figured when I saw debate guys, I thought, I guess we'll have to do some political stuff because that's most debates are about politics. I feel
No, I learned something this week. Most debates are about tipping. Like 99.9% of debates are about tipping.
Okay, and just listen. I've done Will's podcast. Brian has, I'm sure, too. We love to hate Bill Maher around here. Is Bill Maher, Will? You're going to be able to tell me this. Is Bill Maher is like he does like a debate, right? But is he like known as a debate guy?
No, he doesn't like debate anymore.
No.
He just wants everybody to come on the show and agree and like get along. He gets mad. If people start disagreeing, he actually gets like genuinely pissed off at them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of not a clip. I read a quote from one of his recent episodes where he's talking to like JD Vance, and he was like, "I'm gonna tell you, man, my vote's up in the air. My vote's up for grabs in the next election."
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, friendly advice here." It's like friendly advice. Good Lord, this is a vice president of the United States.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to be a little oppositional to somebody this powerful.
I think I do wonder if these guys are more afraid of these guys, and they're just like being like Bill Maher's more afraid of like Trump and JD Vance, so he has JD Vance on. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, I might vote for you" or something like that. You know what I mean?
He just wants to show how reasonable he is. It is funny that you were like, you got this podcast, I Hate Bill Maher, and, debating, that's a lot like Bill Maher. So I figured you'd love that. And it's like, well, the show is I Hate Bill Maher. I actually hate. I hate true. This shit.
We thought we'd bring you on to talk about something that one of your heroes, Bill Maher, used to engage in. We wanted to talk about something
your hero, Bill Maher, is really our hero, Bill Maher. I mean, listen, you see who we had on recently? I mean, this is a few weeks out, but he did recently have on Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Nobody's having him on their podcast.
Yeah, no. He
did he do the in character as the guy from the show?
Oh, the Let Me Be Frank. He did.
Yeah.
He does now have a ring though.
A ring?
Man.
So somebody's tying the knot?
No. A ring he's selling that says like "FU" on it. and it has some Latin words around the FU. It's like
Is
a
this
gold.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey is selling a ring now?
He's selling a ring that looks like a class ring. It's straight up. I can probably get it on the screen here and really quick because I'm in a chat that really follows every bit of Kevin Spacey's career. Let me see if I can find. But yeah, he's selling like a ring now that I think it's like $400 or something like that. So I have to scroll up in a chat for.
So
Christ's
nobody will
sake.
let. So this is what you guys have done to him. I'm talking to you, the public.
Cancel culture
By
people.
canceling Kevin Spacey now to feed his family. He's been forced to become a ring salesman, like the
jeweler.
guy in that Saved by the Bell episode.
Oh, I got it. He's become a jeweler.
He's a jeweler. He's
now.
living Brian's.
He's living my dream.
Your dream. Oh my god!
Come on.
It's like a black ring with like gold engraving on it that just says, "Yeah, F you." Now is Frank Underwood, right? That's why.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, and it says, to celebrate America's 250th birthday, I created a limited edition collectible ring engraved with Per Ardua ad Astra, through adversity to the stars. Each collector's box is personally hand-signed by me, Kevin Spacey. So you can purchase this now.
Now the adversary. He's talking about how he was sexually assaulted people.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his adversary. That was tough
Yeah.
for him.
I said adversary, by the way.
Yeah, well, I do too.
Listen. That's known as an honest mistake. Everybody, we're recording this one kind of late, so
if you have a ring size 7, 10, 11, or 12, you can still get one of these for $122.
That's it?
Yeah. It's a class ring, Will. It's literally when you go to the website. I'll show you the website. When you go to the website, it says they didn't even change the word class ring on it. It literally says autographed class ring.
Well, that's the style of ring, I guess it is. Now, I'm interested. Imagine someone say, "Oh, that's a pretty cool ring. Where'd you get that from?" "Oh, I bought that from disgraced actor Kevin Spacey." I don't know if you're familiar with what's been going on with him.
I went over to pedophile.shopify.com and picked up a class ring for myself.
Did anybody buy it? There's got to be. I mean, there's not enough irony buys for this to have sold as many as it's
I
to have
wonder
sold
if-
outside.
Listen,
so there's
he
got
was
to be
a-
people that bought it.
Yeah, I would think so because he was like a very like famous actor, and that show was very popular. So I do feel like there's amazingly, I would imagine there are still people who are like, yeah, listen, we all make mistakes. I love Frank Underwood, and I want to support this guy. I would imagine those people exist for sure.
It's funny to be that character, I would say. It's funny to the last character he played before he got canceled. And he's just like, I'm him forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the
I'm Frank
photo
Underwood.
he used is like 20 years old. Like he looks like an old man now. He doesn't look like that at all in the ring photo. He's so much older.
He's using an older photo. That video that he put out after he got all those accusations against him, and then he did the in-character video, is one of the most insane things that I've ever seen a celebrity do, and that's saying something, because
Let me be
celebrities
frank.
are insane.
So I went to R. A lot of this stuff is coming from the same place. It's r/change my view.
Ugh.
So that is the debate subreddit. r/debate is a different thing. It's for like professional debate. You know what I'm talking about? Like the people that like do it for
Yes.
school and coach debate and stuff like that.
I was really hoping that's what this was going to be because all guys are debate guys. And so to like distill it down to just the essence of a behavior that all guys exhibit is like a really troubling thing to consider.
I do a thing where I'm like I don't think I debate as much as I used to. I'm more of one of these. Yeah. Like I don't disagree with anybody because I don't want to get into the whole thing.
yeah.
We're talking politics. When somebody starts debating politics, I might go, one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me, and then realize like, nope, this isn't going anywhere. I'm just going to give up and say, oh yeah. So every time I have a contentious, argumentative conversation with a person, they do think they've changed my mind when I leave, probably.
So you've left a lot of people thinking like, wow, I am pretty good at debate. I feel like
I turned this guy racist.
Wow. I explained to him why it's good to be racist, and he seems to agree with me now. I do feel like I'm similar to you. Like maybe sometimes if someone says something really outlandish or whatever, I won't agree with it. I'll say like, oh, I don't think I necessarily agree with that. But the idea of changing people's minds is not an important thing to me. Like maybe it was when I was college age or whatever, but it's not really important to me anymore.
Not possible. You know what I mean? It's so much harder now even than it was. I don't ever think there was a period of time where people were like, you know what? That conversation got me thinking, and now I'm different. Like, I don't know if that has happened, but I
maybe
think it's
about
way back
certain
now.
things, like maybe about small things, right?
Well,
like maybe you could change somebody's mind about like a small thing or whatever. But yeah, I don't even, I guess if the thing means a lot to me and it's like somebody in my life, like I'm trying to think of an example though, and it doesn't stick out to me, but like the small things I can see you just being like making a point and somebody being like, oh, that is a good point. Actually, maybe I do want Canada to play with 5 at the back instead of 4 at the back,
Yes.
like something like that.
I think you can change someone's mind when you already almost agree with each other, or like there's that John Boy put out a video from Game 7 of the World Series where was it Springer got tagged out at home?
Yes.
And he sort of makes the point that like if he'd had a bigger lead, then he could have gotten thrown out, like picked off by the catcher, and that would have been even worse. And watching that, I was like, oh yeah, he's right. Springer should not have had a bigger lead off of third base.
John Boy has changed my mind on a couple of things as well. John Boy, shout out to John Boy Media.
We're gonna he wants to do the show, by the way. But at
wait,
the time
John? No, you're thinking of
B-O-I-S? Oh, John Boy.
John Boy.
No.
I was like, John Boy wants to do the show.
That'd be awesome, huh?
I love John Boy as well, but yeah, John Boy
he wants to do the show.
John Boy Media. I don't know what kind of guy he is, but I do watch his baseball breakdowns all the time, and there's been a lot of times where I'm like, I watch the footage and I'm like, this is fucking absurd, and then he breaks it down, and then I'm like, oh, actually, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong to think that.
I want to tell you guys that one thing I do like about this subreddit we're going to spend most of our time in is that the OP is able to hand out things called deltas. So if you have made a good point and changed their mind, they can give you a delta as an award. I don't know what the point is of delta.
Honey, you look like you're beaming tonight. You know, it's at the dinner table. It's like, no, I just got 3 deltas from an OP.
Now you make it sound really bad. But I just am like, I like the idea that sometimes these guys are like, okay, have a delta. And the way they hand them out is like that, by the way. I'm saying like, have a delta.
Yeah,
like they're very much like I'm handing them out. I'm feeling good. It's like me
I'm
when
the
I'm
teacher.
tipping.
I'm the teacher. These are gold stars. You should. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my thing where I tip like 40% so I could feel like the big strong boy in town.
Well, tipping 40% is actually outrageous,
well,
Brian.
we're about to learn.
I know.
Change my view. No job deserves a tip just for doing the job. Pretty simple. More and more, I see tipping culture trying to creep into the UK, and it's pretty irritating. Had more than a few people argue waiters and delivery people deserve a tip, but I just don't understand why they do, but cashiers, chefs, and the people you speak to over the phone do not. No one waits for their postman to give them a tip. It really feels like a meaningless expectation. Someone delivering food, tip. Someone delivering parcel, no tip. I very rarely tip anyone, only if they go above and beyond what I'd expect from them as a basic I would consider tipping. He never tipped. By the way, he's never had above and beyond. He's
never
service.
Tipping. He tipped one time at Hooters when the girl really made him feel special. But I do feel like this is a generational thing, and it's cultural, obviously, as well. Like, I mean, or like, you know, country to country. It's like there's different stuff when it has to do with that. But I mean, listen, I think most people listening know it's like it's a subsidizing an industry that doesn't pay enough. It's like just deciding that, hey, these people aren't getting paid enough in a really tough to live in like especially like in Vancouver where I live, it's like so expensive and you know that their wage isn't high enough, so you're subsidizing it. It sucks and it's a bad system, but it's like they shouldn't suffer as a result of that bad system, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did that person say why do we tip these people but not blah 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 people over the phone?
But yes, he did say that.
How are you going to tip someone over the, like, you're going to end a phone call and be like, by the way, could I get your Venmo so I can send you $5?
Would you like to tip? Hey, would you like to tip 15% on this phone call? You think about that? Yeah. Okay. So he's doing a thing here where he's like, why aren't we tipping the postman? But then if we said, fine, we're tipping everybody, he'd be mad about that too. You know,
and
like his argument's a bit dishonest is what I
agree with you.
He's
It has
gotten,
tipping culture has gotten out of control. I think we can all also agree on that it's like these corporations and these businesses and stuff have realized like, hey, these people will subsidize our employees and they like care about people and we can just, you know, it's gotten to a crazy situation where you're like, you know, you're buying it at a, you know, you're using a computer or whatever to order your food at like a fast food place. And it's like,
and you're tipping 35%.
And it's like, give me, you know, what tip do you want to leave here for this? And it's like, it has definitely gotten out of control. And it's a big thing that's being talked about a lot now because of the World Cup, because people from all over the world are in North America right now. And they're like, I see it constantly being talked about.
Cheap ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's just a cultural thing again.
Yeah.
Mr. Cheapy Refund is sticking up for his people.
Well, listen, I tip. Just to be clear, I tip. I always tip.
And then he comes back in and says, can I get a refund on that tip? I didn't like, I thought about it and now I don't like the service.
Yeah, you've got the dollar bills hanging over the edge of the table and you're like, well, I'm taking one away because you didn't say hello to my wife or whatever.
That's 2 generations back. I was discussing this with my mom. That's like my mom's parents' generation where they would literally do that kind of tipping where it was just like really, but my mom's generation is still like, it's interesting you brought that up because I think I did change my mom's mind on tipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. Like I really did because I just explained what I explain now about how it's just subsidizing and, you know, because they don't get paid enough and it's really expensive to live or whatever. It's not like what it used to be maybe when it was much easier to afford living and the wages were more reasonable for like cost of living or whatever. Now it is literally just something that you should do even if the service isn't above and beyond. And I think she does tip better now. So good. Hey, where's my Delta?
You should hop on r/change my mind and see how many
Where's
Deltas
my
you
Delta?
can pick
Brian,
up.
Brian, can I have a Delta, please?
This guy goes, yeah, this guy must be 1,000 years old, by the way. Yeah, the Christmas envelope of cash for the postman, the milkman. I think also the bin man is generally for a role where it's one person who's serving you throughout the year. So it's a closer relationship, even if it's still a customer one. But I'd be interested to learn how that has evolved, how it aligns with the timeline of other tipping norms, etc. And leaving a tip for household staff was enough of a norm for us to be aware of it now, even if not 100%. I don't think it's so much that tipping culture is creeping into the UK, but rather that the social norm of paying service workers outside of their wages is something that has existed in various forms throughout the years. Always a bit arbitrary, as norms can be. Now the OP is not giving a Delta. He says, to be honest, the milkman, as far as I'm aware, has become pretty obsolete. Which is
as far as I think you could. That's safe to say.
Funny first sentence. Excuse me, there isn't a milkman.
Yeah.
On to the next point.
I'm pretty sure that unless you live in like a small place, maybe there are places, but I don't think milkman is a thing at all anymore.
They do exist, but vast majority of people just get their milk from a shop now. As for the postie and bin man, I never see mine. I don't even know if it's the same person. What if someone else is doing the rounds that day? I leave a tip out. Do I even always get the same postman or bin man? I don't even know. So now he's getting frustrated. And this guy goes, I wouldn't tip the bin men. They don't even take my bin some of the time if they see the wrong recycling item in it. It's not me who's doing it. Must be random passers.
This guy's breaking the bin rules. And then he's getting mad that they won't take his bin away, and he's breaking the rules. He's like, I swear it's not me. It's like
it must be random passers.
It's the neighborhood kids playing fucking pranks on me again.
Oh, they're putting stuff that's not for recycling in a recycling bin. Classic prank.
That's a classic fucking teenage prank. Oh, the bin men are never gonna take these away. He's gonna be this guy is gonna be. I was gonna try to use choffed, but I don't know the opposite of it. What's the British opposite of it?
I don't know.
Knackered.
I'm knackered.
No, knackered is maybe.
Knackered is tired.
Yeah, knackered is tired, I think.
It's so funny to be like these guys are talking about tipping, and now we've entered. They're not even taking my recycling.
They won't even take my bins
They won't
away.
even take my.
I'm supposed to give them a tip for leaving my bins there because there's a couple recycling items that neighborhood kids dropped in there. Yeah, no thanks.
I love the one case, where he's like, yeah, I mean, why would we tip when they don't take it?
Yeah.
He goes, by on the main road where I leave the bin using it as I don't recognize some of the items, but they punish me. Bunch of jobs worths.
I don't know what that slang means.
I hope I think it's just guys that don't do their job right. This because I don't know if it's the same in the UK. Here in the US, our garbage collection service has gone downhill considerably. That's what I like about these guys is they will not stay on.
Yeah,
we're not talking about tips anymore. We're talking about the garbage man.
I think this is why debates are normally like a formal thing, so that when somebody starts going, and these neighborhood kids are, putting bags of dog shit on my front porch and lighting them on fire, the person running the debate will be like, okay, I'm docking points because you're not staying on topic.
We need to get back on topic here. Yeah, definitely.
Well, he goes, the service has gone downhill considerably. There used to be a man hanging off the back of the truck that would manually dump all the bins and grab my other bags and items that were sitting next to it. Now they have these automated garbage collection trucks with a robot arm that lifts the bins.
Fucking AI. Fucking AI.
I love this conversation.
Yeah.
Just where it started, and now a guy talking about the robotic arms on the garbage truck.
Yeah, and listen, we all miss the classic guy hanging off the back of the garbage truck, all right? We all miss it.
Yeah, and it means we have to use the specific bins that the city provides. But that means if there's more garbage than fits in the bin, there's nobody alongside the truck who can pick up bagged trash and toss it in. They just simply refuse to collect anything outside the standard bins issued to every household. So I guess we're not tipping them, for sure.
They're not even disagreeing. It's like the second they get up, they're not even like spiraling into a side debate. They're like starting off with what's supposed to be a debate, and then they immediately start agreeing with each other about how bad things are these days.
About how bad garbage men are.
Yeah.
This guy goes, what about for delivery of really heavy furniture to where you specifically want it?
Well,
I like that.
I mean, I tipped my movers.
Yeah, me too.
So that's like,
and I got the expensive ones.
I know. Tie. Yeah, you got
I got black tie movers.
I know you don't need to brag about how much you got ripped off on your move. We all know how much you got ripped off on your move.
The limousine of moving company.
Yeah, they came in a limousine. They couldn't fit very much of the stuff in there.
They had to do a bunch of trips, but it was fine.
We are the limousine of moving.
It would be funny, like just guy that runs a pizza shop that you can get your food delivered in a limousine if you pay a little extra.
Yeah, he shows up and somebody comes out in like a suit from the back of the limo with your pizza.
It takes like 45 minutes for them to find parking to give it to you. It's like ice cold when it gets to your door.
Yeah.
Trying to park a stretch limo somewhere in like New York City.
I saw a stretch limo the other day. It blew my mind. Like a real old school stretch limo.
Ever told you Porno Sean's mom drove a stretch limo? That was like her job.
No, I don't think you did tell me that. Maybe.
Yeah, she used to take us driving around town sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was like...
What is this, his mom or his grandma?
His mom. His grandma was cool, but it was his mom.
But his grandma, he lived at his grandma's, so where did his mom live?
In a neighborhood. She didn't have a house.
Oh, jeez. I assumed she was out of the picture when you were talking about the grandma living at grandma's house.
His mom and his dad lived within a 15-minute walk of his grandma.
So maybe there was more to it, though. Maybe there's more to it behind the scenes.
I'm sure there was.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell there are Porno Sean stories that get a little bit darker. So.
Yeah, some of them aren't as light and as the ones where he beats up old women coming out of the grocery store.
I'll say this: there is a story that me and my friends thought was the funniest thing in the world that would be truly in a sad movie. Now, when I think about it,
are you going to tell it?
You want to know it?
I mean, you brought it up now.
Him and his dad had a physical confrontation one time.
Yeah.
And they called the police.
Yeah, of course.
The police came and they arrested his dad.
Yeah, he beat up his son. You can't beat up your son.
He did.
Yeah.
And they went to court. And on the day they went to court, just so happened the Groveport Principles of Democracy class were viewing the court for that day on a field trip.
Brutal.
So Sean and his dad were there and his whole class.
And he was his class, like people who are in his class. That is, I mean, they should look into that before.
What are they gonna do?
I don't know. They should somehow make it so that doesn't happen.
I agree.
You can check the docket. They publicize those things. They're not secret.
There is no world in which anybody thought that was a possibility that could happen.
Didn't you? Why couldn't they have just moved it to teen court? I guess it was too serious of a thing for teen
his
court.
dad's not a teenager.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We shouldn't be. Listen, this is actually a serious thing.
It's sad. Yeah, I told
it's very
you.
sad.
But we used to run around telling it like it was like
the funniest thing ever. And I do understand it has funny elements to it, but the core of it is very sad. And that does sort of make a little more sense now why he's living with his grandma as well.
His dad was a dick. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, he beat up his son. Yeah. He was a child abuser.
And a fucking asshole.
Yeah. And on top of that, he wasn't a very nice guy.
And on top of that, he was very mean to us too.
Well, it's crazy that his son roaming around beating up total strangers was still not as bad. People could still be like, well, at least he's not as bad as his father, you know?
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense. It sort of makes sense now. It's like that's his father figure. That's who he's learning from. And his father's clearly a violent guy who's showing him.
Also, all of his friends were violent guys.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like generational trauma.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's generational trauma. And it's like now
funny.
we start. Honestly, it's sort of like it makes you feel for Porno Sean a little bit. And it's like this guy had such a tough life. He just wanted to fucking escape into a couple of titty mags every now and then and start a little shop where he could sell some of them for a profit. And now it's like he's almost like a sympathetic character now.
What about so this guy goes, I did say above and beyond service deserves a tip. If it's not in their job to carry it up 3 flights, but they do it anyway, they deserve a bonus. But also if the company advertises that's what they do, then that's their job. Mm-hmm. My job has some pretty heavy lifting and stairs involved sometimes too, but that's part of it. No avoiding it.
Yeah, okay. I don't get a tip for my job. Why should I tip anybody for doing their job? That's the attitude of this old British guy.
This guy goes, generally the delivery person's job for heavy furniture is where the buyer wants it. That could be 2 feet into the garage or up 4 flights of stairs. You don't think the delivery person would deserve extra if the job is particularly difficult? It's still their job to do, but it's significantly more difficult. He gets a reply. They deserve their salary. Salary will take into account everything.
No, it won't. That's the issue. That is the issue we're talking about here, is it doesn't always.
Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in trying to get deltas. Don't let it happen.
This guy did not hand out any. I'm going to tell you right now,
podcast,
no deltas got handed.
I'm going to get a delta from Brian by the end of this episode.
Let's check into this one. This guy didn't get a lot of deltas either. Give out a lot of deltas because his opinion's crazy. Change my view. All soda in the U.S. should be caffeine-free by default, and companies should have to label the caffeinated versions instead. This is one of those things I've thought about for a while. Something I've been mulling over in my head. I'm going to bring it to Reddit now.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for the doctor to bring me my pills. I really mull this one over quite in depth. Yeah,
sitting there like deep in thought, and you imagine him like thinking about like serious political issues, and running through his head is whether or not Coke should be caffeinated.
Oh, wait till you hear his opinion on Coke. You will love it.
I'm just picturing like when bears just sit and stare at sunsets and stuff. And it's like, what are they thinking? Like, what's going on there?
I said this online too. This is reading these things really showed me what people are generally thinking about. Because like, I'm just reading this and I'm like, that guy has been thinking about this for months. Like everybody you look at on the street that's walking alone, that walks by you, is probably thinking something more like this.
Well, I don't know if people on Reddit who come and post this kind of stuff are normal.
I think they're all normal. He goes, I don't really
citizens.
understand why it isn't already this way. Caffeine doesn't naturally occur in Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, etc. It's added afterward.
Wait a second.
It's not naturally occurring.
I don't think
In the
most
naturally...
of it, none of it's naturally occurring. What is he talking
No,
about?
you get it. You get Mountain Dew from the Mountain Dew tree.
I mean, what does he actually mean?
I think he means you mix the Coke up with everything, and then at the end you add the caffeine. So
That's
like,
what
okay.
you could make cola with no caffeine in it.
I
God,
see.
I can't wait for you guys to hear the next part of this. It just goes everywhere. He goes, it's added afterward during manufacturing. At some point, we just collectively decided that soda should contain a certain stimulant by default. I don't really know why. I get that maybe this made more sense decades ago, but nowadays we have an entire market dedicated to caffeine. Coffee, energy drinks, pre-workouts, caffeinated waters, tea, etc. If somebody wants caffeine, there are literally hundreds of products made specifically for that purpose. Another thing is that there are a lot of people who don't want caffeine. People with anxiety, sleep problems, some heart conditions and arrhythmias, pregnant women, people on certain medications, etc. AFib alone affects millions of Americans. This guy's doing medical research.
I kind of agree with this guy now that he's saying this. Why does it have caffeine in it?
Because it does.
But
Yeah,
why?
People will argue with him. You're going to give this guy a Delta?
I would give this guy a fucking handful of deltas at this moment. I could be. Why does it have to have caffeine in it? Why do?
Because they want it. Somebody will say this later, and I'll just spoil it now. Caffeine does have a flavor.
Okay, then yeah, maybe I'm ill informed on the topic, but to me I'm like, hey, listen, I kind of agree. I like to have a nice, I don't drink a lot of soda pop, but if I have a nice ice cold orange crush or something, which I'm not doing it because I want to give myself a little, pick me up or anything like that. I want to have that ice cold fucking drink.
Drink something else.
But I do. Most of the time I do, just to be clear. But I'm just saying, why does it have to have caffeine in it? Why is there this association? And the majority of people are drinking it so that they can get that boost.
Some do. My dad does. My dad drinks Mountain Dew for that instead of coffee.
Okay.
Gets up every morning, has Mountain Dew.
Oh,
my morning Mountain Dew is...
don't talk to me until I've had my dew.
He was so surprised when he found out I drank coffee.
Yeah.
It's like,
he's like, EJ, you know that they have Mountain Dew in a bunch of flavors now, right? If you don't like the original, they've made a bunch of different flavors now. I get you don't like the lemon lime, but
I specifically remember mornings where he brought me a Mountain Dew in bed when I was being a pain in the ass to get up to go to school. You know what I mean? Because he'd come and knock on the door to wake me up because I wouldn't get up for the alarm when I was a teenager. He'd be like, have a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, well, yeah. Act like a goddamn adult and have a Mountain Dew and get yourself going. Stop being a child.
Kick into fucking overdrive, idiot.
Yeah.
He goes, saying caffeine. I'm not saying caffeine's dangerous for everyone, but obviously it isn't. But it's a stimulant, and there are definitely people trying to avoid it. Why should the default soft drink have an added stimulant in it? And then there's alcohol.
Wait.
Rum and Coke is probably one of the most common mixed drinks in the country. Maybe I just want a rum and Coke because it tastes good.
I see.
Why should I automatically be getting caffeine too?
Now, this is where the argument falls apart completely.
This guy's alcoholic. Sometimes we do encounter people on here, and it's like when you really break it down, get to the bottom of it, it's like, oh, you're alcoholic.
I'm not getting any fucking sleep.
He's like, yeah, I'm drinking 19 rum and Cokes after 6 p.m., and I can't get to sleep now.
Yeah, I drink to forget. I don't drink to stay up all night. thinking about the things I've done.
It's so funny to get that your whole reason that you hate caffeine and pop is because when you have rum and Coke, you don't want to be up all night.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes, maybe I just want a rum and Coke because it tastes good. Why should I automatically be getting caffeine too? Caffeine can make people feel more awake and less drunk than they actually are, even though it doesn't reduce impairment at all. It just seems weird that the standard version of a mixed drink comes with an upper mixed into it. The obvious counter argument is the market's already spoken. Caffeine-free Coke has existed forever and nobody buys it.
He's going for his own Delta here. He's going to give himself a Delta. He's going to preempt everybody else's Delta.
Does it taste different? It must taste different though, because I'm trying to think. Like, I guess I can get a caffeine-free version of those things, probably,
They have
right?
caffeine-free Coke, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like Coke.
Is that Coke Zero?
No, Coke Zero's no sugar.
No sugar, yeah.
You literally, it's harder to find, and I don't think that like all stores carry it, and especially up there in Canada, they don't have any pop up there. They got the least pop ever.
I remember all we had was President's Choice Cola.
It's really crazy to think how much pop you must have, because I just was in the grocery store and there's so much pop, but it's like, to you it's like, oh my god, this is such a pathetic amount of pop.
I go in there and I'm like, what is this? A half aisle? We have 3 aisles of it.
4
up to the damn ceiling.
You only have 5 variations of Mountain Dew here. That's the one. It's like this. That's you guys do have different flavors of
like
everything.
15 kinds of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. You have all the different flavors of everything.
I mean, even like talking to you, it's like I was up there and I was like, oh man, I'd really like to get myself a cherry 7-Up Zero. It was just like, that's not up there.
No, we probably do have that. I mean, we'll have a couple of the really popular ones, different variations.
Well, cherry 7-Up Zero sugar is not one of the. I can hardly find it these days. I'm on Sprite Chill now, or cherry
Sprite
lime.
Chill?
Sprite Chill lemon lime, or no, cherry lime.
Yeah. Because lemon lime is the normal Sprite.
Yeah.
Do you guys have freestyle machines up there, Chris? Was that one of the things Carney ran on, bringing in Coke freestyle machines?
I don't know if it's called Coke Free. Is that just where you can get all the different flavors of everything?
Yeah, you can mix them. You get the buttons.
Yeah, we have that at like the movie theater. I don't know if it's exactly the same thing, but like at the movie theater, they'll be like, hey, that's the one place I do get pop at the movie theater. So it'll be like, oh, do you want this fucking flavor, or do you want like, there's like 9 other different versions, and I always go with the original one or whatever.
Yeah, I don't mix everything.
No, but I don't. And I would never mix them. But they give you all of that. They're just like, do you want this, or do you want like a fucking mango version of it?
I don't want none of that shit.
Me neitder.
Just give me the regular drink, okay? Except
cherry.
Put some cherry in it.
Get a little cherry in there. Well, hey, I like a cherry. I told Brian I had a Slurpee-like thing. Not an actual Slurpee, but a Slurpee-like thing, and it was cherry. God, it was good on it. It was a really hot day, and I had like a cherry Slurpee. Ooh, that was fucking good.
I mean, really, the only place I have pop is at my house and every restaurant I go to, and then anytime I visit somebody's house, I bring a couple pops with me.
Yeah, and I obviously have like special pockets put on my large shorts so I can hold pops in them. But
those are only places I get.
I mean, Brian double orders a Coke at the restaurant. He's talked about that many times. Yeah. He orders 2 up top.
There's 2 places I eat at the most now. There's a place called Littleton's, a place called Polly G's, and they know to bring me just 2 Diet Cokes when I get in there. Here's your 2 Diet Cokes, sir.
Oh my god, man, the low life high roller. Here's your 2 Cokes, sir.
I expect you'll be eating the Joe Pepitone and the dough pillow. All right. I love this line. Caffeine free Coke has always been marketed like the oddball version that your grandparents drink. Of course it sells poorly.
Oh, I see, because it's the marketing of it. Yeah. I mean, listen, if you took it, like, there is some truth to the fact that, like, if it originally had no caffeine, I don't know if it would have become so popular. But if that's what the original one was and it was just marketed in the same way, then people would probably be drinking that,
Sure. But he goes, if Coke had been caffeine-free since the beginning and there was a separate product called caffeinated Coke sitting next to it on a shelf, would everyone really be clamoring to make the stimulant version by default? I say yes.
Delta for him. He just said the exact thing I said. I'm giving him a huge delta.
This next guy, I love the first line of this first rebuttal. I think the one that's really interesting is root beer.
Yeah, okay. I'm listening.
Sir, I've been thinking.
Gentlemen, have we considered root beer?
Root beer. Now I've heard of beer before.
Like, I like to picture all these guys sort of like sitting around a table with like snifters of brandy, just like, gentlemen, we are forgetting root beer. And the rest of them like, oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, and then
Chris,
yes.
say it. Chris, you want to say it?
What?
Sitting at an Algonquin round table.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Talking about root beer.
Yeah, I got Dennis Miller right here, actually. I got a little Dennis Miller doll right
Oh, my
in front
God.
of me.
I also have one of those.
You have a Dennis Miller talking doll?
I have a Goat
Yes.
Boy one.
Yeah.
Does yours still talk, Will?
No.
Mine broke. Yeah, mine broke a long time ago. I ordered it on eBay years ago, and I've mentioned it on the show before. It's like a classic old doll where you could pull the string and he would say some of his lines, and some of them were insanely racist.
Boutros, Golly. Did you say Boutros, Golly?
Maybe that might have been one of them, honestly.
That'd
but most of them were like really kind of racist comment, not even jokes, but just comments that were racist.
Most other people usually, he goes, the interesting is root beer, it's extremely unclear caffeine or no caffeine. Most others, people usually know what the defaults are. It's also as a diet soda person, I try to get caffeine free, but can be limited to only caffeinated options. It's easier to add caffeine via getting a separate thing like coffee or tea or ubiquitous. But taking it out, I think OP has a point here.
Well, give him oh no, he can't. OP can only give deltas.
Yeah. And he goes, not true. Barks Root Beer is an extremely popular brand that is caffeinated.
So some root beer is not caffeinated?
Barks. He's going to explain it. He goes, I know because I love root beer, but can't drink caffeine, and I'm always super disappointed when the root beer choice at a restaurant is Barks. Even among smaller brands, I always have to check the label or look it up online in the case of a fountain drink, because I found that there are several root beer brands that are caffeinated.
So some of them aren't, though, he's saying. Barks is caffeinated, but some, I wonder, like A&W,
It's not.
It's not caffeinated.
For sure.
Beautiful. So it's interesting. Must be why it's one of my favorites.
It's interesting.
That's very. You know what? That's really food for thought. I'm gonna be thinking about that quite a bit.
This guy goes, Barks' whole slogan for a while was that Barks has bite.
Oh yeah, remember that commercial, that famous commercial?
And it was specifically to say that it's a root beer with caffeine.
Oh.
Making the case by default, root beer is non-caffeinated unless stated otherwise. So they have said, so now he's saying like, well, Barks root beer is the default is uncaffeinated, but if one of the root beers says it has bite, that means caffeine.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy goes, caffeine isn't inherently dangerous, so there's literally no reason to put it in big, bold letters announcing caffeine on every can. Everybody has a sensitivity or allergy to something. We can't cater to literally every single possible thing that could be bad for one person. We have to go for a law of averages, and on average, caffeine's fine for the vast majority of people, especially at the amounts that's present in cans of soda. Here we go. Delta!
No, because that's not what he's saying. He's just saying, like, why does it need to be in there at all?
This guy goes, also, cola nut isn't caffeine free. They aren't caffeinated like Mountain Dew. They're just a nut extract that has caffeine in it. That wasn't brewing decision. That's how it's supposed to be. So cola nut, which is cola.
Okay.
And then this guy goes, all the caffeine-free colas are sugar-free too and sweetened with aspartame. I have medical reasons to avoid both caffeine and aspartame. Fuck me, I guess.
I guess I'll go fuck myself. So if that's true, if the original colas like naturally had caffeine in them, I don't know enough about that. Then it makes more sense, right?
This guy goes, are you aware that caffeine has a flavor? And the OP is like, do you think you can tell the difference between Coke and caffeine-free Coke? And then he says, edit. Okay, superstars, I get it. I might as well be an entirely different product. He got a little, this guy goes, yeah, I've had caffeine-free soda, both Pepsi and Coke. They both taste noticeably worse than a regular Pepsi and Coke. So if you like the caffeine-free version of these sodas, then go for it. Or go with the one that doesn't contain caffeine by default, like Sprite. Thank you.
Now, how many... I just had a thought where I was like, God, imagine if all of these guys have like the most beautiful wives. How many people are engaged in this? Like, are there a lot of like upvotes and stuff?
Yes, some of these posts have 25 upvotes.
Oh, okay.
Like this guy goes, then either switch drinks or bring a can of caffeine-free Coke to your local bar rather than impact literally everyone else. 25 upvotes.
So people seem to like caffeine, but that makes sense, right? Because people love coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like for caffeine, like so there are like people love caffeine, I guess. That's the thing that I'm getting stuck on is that I don't need caffeine. I don't need like that up or whatever. I wake up and I'm usually good to go. So
then finally this guy's, why are we trying to fix things that aren't broken? Why don't we just eliminate soda in general? At this point, soda's like cigarettes. Everyone knows it's not good for you and probably should just avoid it altogether. Personally, I hardly drink soda.
Nice.
So if I have to do one, I want a classic Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Next argument.
That guy is extremely old.
It's Michael Bloomberg.
He's like, I'm not having any of this new Coke.
This guy says guitar solos are always bad.
Okay. I'm listening.
I love rock music. I love music that features guitars, but anytime someone tells me a guitar solo is amazing, I know it's going to be bad, even the good ones. In fact, I'd say that apparently good ones are usually the worst. They're the longest, most indulgent, most technically impressive, but most unpleasant to listen to. They're grating, and they seem just like a way to fill playtime in a song. Just look at the face of someone performing a guitar solo. That distills the essence of why they're so irritating. The guitar player has this self-satisfied grin, like he's just farted into his own hand and sniffed it. You know the face I mean. Somebody's got a problem with guitar players, I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't. Player. This guy's probably a bass player.
He's a bass player.
Or he went to a show and like the guitar player fucked his girlfriend or something afterwards.
This is a bass player. They're always having problems with the rest of the band, these bass players.
And then all of a sudden the bass guy tries to do a solo and everybody's like, boo. What's up with that?
This guy goes, would you agree to listen carefully to the guitar solos recommended by Redditors? So we're trying to get a delta now. He goes, sounds like absolute hell in a sentence, but go for it. I'll nominate Last Night by The Strokes. It fits in perfectly with the rest of the song. It's basically like the lead guitar puts his own take on the verse, and that's it.
Now, Brian, did they play that? You went to the Strokes recently.
They did. That's what they closed with.
Okay, and did you notice the solo? Did it?
Sir, I love that song.
And did you look at the face of the guitar player while he was?
I was very far away, but I'm sure he looked like he was smelling his own farts.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was really fucking feeling proud of himself.
Yeah, like playing a good, like a difficult technical, which I would guess it's not that difficult.
It's not. That's the Strokes.
Yeah.
This guy goes, what a horrible example to use. It was literally the most annoying grating solo I've ever heard. I love guitar solos. Some amazing ones include Sweet Child of Mine. And to change it up, Marilyn Manson's Sweet Dreams last guitar solo, technically not a solo as it was played alongside the chorus. So he had two. And one of them was technically not one.
And the other one is like a go-to one for somebody who's only heard like 9 songs in their life.
Why did he do November Rain? That's like, it really is. Sweet Child of Mine is like the most obvious answer you could have.
Yeah, I guess what is like a really what are some really famous guitar solos?
That's the one. I would say that any of the Slash guitar solos have to be played more than any guitar solo in the world. This guy goes, in my opinion, a solo in Child in Time by Deep Purple is quite meaningful for the song as well.
Hey, they're still making music good as ever.
Yep. What was it?
Swack or something?
I think the name of the album is Swack.
No, I don't think it's actually, but something like that.
Swank. Spank.
How can you just change someone's mind about something they just don't like? Like, this doesn't seem like a thing. It's like being like, I don't like mustard. Change my mind, and then you're like,
well, that's an easy
good.
one. That's an easy one. Will, it sounds to me like you probably only had yellow. You understand the amount of the different kinds of mustards we're talking about here? There's a number of different mustards that you could have your honey mustard, you could have your Dijon mustard.
Okay, everybody knows those You're just naming the most famous mustards. You're acting like some mustard expert. And then it's like, if I'd only had 8 mustards, those would be the mustards I had.
Will, have you ever tried the mustard where the seeds are still intact?
Yeah, I love to break my tooth off on a deli sandwich.
Oh, they're not that hard. You're showing your ignorance on mustard here, my friend.
Delta!
You're showing your ignorance on mustard.
This guy goes, I think it's more akin to an unpopular opinion, more so than a view that can be swayed. And the OP replies and goes, I did put it on the unpopular opinion, but the mods deleted it and told me to go to hell.
Listen, I've tried to post this in numerous places. I've been run out of all of them. Just let me post it somewhere, please.
Let's take a look at Quora. This guy goes, how do you properly debate online?
That doesn't exist.
Well, Eric says, thinking back, I'm imagining the last time I legit won an argument online. And I don't just mean one. Like someone corrects my grammar and we go back and forth or just finding a solution for their issue. No, I mean legit one without a shadow of a doubt. I beat the other person.
This guy, that is so insane. Like, I know what you're thinking. Like, no, it wasn't like a small little disagreement. I legit won this thing. I ended this guy. Like, this was a moment, a life-defining moment for this person, for sure. Does he talk about what the argument was?
Yeah. So let's begin with how to actually win. Rule 1, establish a win condition. This is one of my most important steps. It dictates to the person you're going against has to accept their defeat by their own merit. If we agree on the terms, if I'm able to counter 3 of your arguments, I win. Because otherwise, a person will go on and create more and more arguments. If I can break your defense 4 times, your argument will be considered dead, for example. If you use an argument like hitting a child for running into the street, and I'm able to form 3 alternative solutions and counter every defense you throw at me, however many based our set rule established number are, you lose.
So
this guy really spells poorly. But this is also
this
crazy, man.
Like the dumbest guy ever, too. You can just tell because anybody who's like, no, I've actually come up with like a real way that you can keep score on an argument and you can decide who's won or not. Like, that person is obviously very stupid.
Before we have this conversation, sir, if I can refute 3 of your claims, I think I've won.
But see, does he not understand that there could be some dispute on whether or not you effectively refuted the claim?
Not to him. He goes, Rule 2. Overwhelm your opponent with facts, or even just hard to beat logic. This will tie into.
If you don't stop talking, it's impossible to lose. I have learned that. That is a good, if you never stop talking, and the other person will never have a chance to win the argument.
Yeah. I mean, overwhelm your opponent with facts, or even just hard to beat logic. This will tie into Rule 3. Unbeatable, uncounterable argument. Make an argument your opponent literally can't beat or respond to in any way.
What do you mean he can't beat?
Can't win?
What are you talking about?
Can't win?
What does that mean? They literally can't beat it. Like, they can't make a better argument, he's saying?
It's when you trap them. It's when you ask a guy like, hey, when did you stop beating your wife? And they're like, fuck, no matter how I answer, it's implying I beat my wife.
Yes. But this guy goes, rule number 4, psychological manipulation. Put them in a situation where they can win based on the rules already on their head, and then literally beat them on their own playing field. So now we have to go on their terms.
This guy has never won an argument in his entire life. This guy has been wrong every single time he's ever talked to somebody.
Not only has he never won an argument in his entire life, but he thinks he's never lost an argument in his entire life.
He walks away thinking like, I just showed everybody who was boss on that one. And then everyone else who's involved is like, that's the dumbest guy I've ever met. Should we call the police?
It's like having a dance off and one guy does a big dance and the other guy craps his pants and walks away and is like, I won that one.
Holy shit. He had no answer for my moves.
He had no answer for crapping my pants. Rule number 4, psychological manipulation. Put them in a situation where they think they can win based on the rules already on their head and then literally beat them on their own playfield. Rule 5, never hold back. Yeah. That's how I do it, at least, if I want to actually debate properly. I mainly do.
That's not how you debate properly.
Never hold back.
Psychological manipulation.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with the other guy's head, man.
You got to put the thing that's already on their head, and then you beat them at their own game. Like, this sounds like Connor O'Malley doing a character.
You gotta fucking be in their head.
Yeah. This guy is 100% the dumbest guy that anybody he's ever met has ever met.
Yeah. He I'm sure his whole life is like, I was fucking arguing with the guy on the internet last night.
Yeah.
I was on Facebook and this fucking guy came up with some politics and I was like, actually, how would you define politics? And then boom. Psychological manipulation.
I fucked him up so bad he deleted his account, and I can tell because I can't message him anymore.
He doesn't answer any of my texts at all.
He must have deleted his account and just fucking ran for the hills.
Here's another question. What's the worst argument in the world? This guy goes, illogical, counterproductive arguments. What's the point of working out if you're going to eat unhealthy after? What's the point of eating healthy if you're going to drink so much over the weekend? What's the point of buying books if you hardly study them? What's the point of watching insert sport here if you don't play it? My least favorite.
Couldn't even think of a sport.
That's
hey, nerd. Can't think of one sport.
He spent 10 minutes thinking.
Yeah, he's like, racket cross? Is racket cross one of them?
Debate, spelling bee, mathletics.
Google sports and then starts reading the list and saying, none of these ring a bell. I don't think I've ever heard of any of these. Baseball? Okay. What's the point of studying computer science if you can't fix my computer? I find these arguments preposterous. People illogically associate two events as correlated and sarcastically try to label you as counterproductive. What if I'm working out so I can eat junk food and feel less bad about myself? I find these questions wrought with a stupid condescension.
Oh, God.
Got some comments on that one. You got a few comments. This guy goes, all the points are perfectly valid, except perhaps the one about sport. If you do something for a purpose in the next action, name a sport. Hey, one of you guys name a sport.
Does anyone in this thread know a single sport?
One of you should name one sport. Don't just say sport. It makes me now believe that none of you know of any sports. He goes, if you do something for a purpose and the next action is counterproductive to that purpose, you're mostly wasting your time. Watching sports is also a waste of time. Buying books and not reading them is a waste of money. If you have an inclination to waste time or money, that's up to you, but I wouldn't. Both are in short supply. Nerd.
Okay.
Nerd. This guy goes, I have a book in my collection which cost me €120. And now after a few years, it's worth around €2,000.
Oh.
So even if I didn't read that book, how could that possibly be considered a waste of money?
Oh, shit. This is what it sounds like. Somebody got inside with a rule that was already on his head and then beat him in his own playing field. I mean, that is fucking, listen, that is perfect. That is such a guy's answer because we deal with these guys all the time, the collector, you know, like, yeah, of course that is the case. That's a completely different thing. So, right?
Oh, I happen to own a $2,000 book.
Yeah, I know. I only paid $120 for it.
Is that a waste of time?
And wait, how did it? In that period of time, did he just get it for really like it increased in value that much?
I guess if it's a first edition.
A first edition, and maybe it went out of print or something, and there was very few of them printed, perhaps. Yeah.
Well,
I'm just trying
weird
to think
because
of,
I think that the numbers are interesting here because they bought a book for €120, which I believe is a very expensive book.
Yeah, that's an expensive book right off the bat.
And then somehow, I mean, guess the author died?
Yeah, I don't think that would cause that much of it. It's not
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Somebody dying, it would have to be there's like a scarcity of it. or something, right? Like maybe not a lot of them got printed or whatever, possibly. But yeah,
but $120 also indicates the scarcity of it. A book
Yeah.
being worth $120. Like there aren't.
I mean, how much time passed? Did he buy the book
doesn't
like
explain it
55
at
years
all.
ago or something like that?
Also, according to who, it's worth that much now.
Yeah, that's always. Who's going to pay for it? Yeah, he goes,
yeah. It might be a lie.
But at the end of it, he goes, I find your considerations to be very shallow. So he won that argument. I'll agree. And then this guy goes, Dad, how much you score on the test? Me, 70. What about the neighbor's kid? 80. Dad, you're not worried about your future at all. Learn something from the neighbor's kid. See how dedicated he is. Me, okay. Next test. Dad, I got a 65. That's a very bad score. Me, but the neighbor's kid got 55. Dad, what have you got to do with him? Look at your own score. You're not worried about your future at all. So that guy has a problem with his dad.
So
it didn't really have anything to do with the thing, but I thought it was...
Is this the same topic?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the same topic?
What?
This is a comment on that topic.
Well,
Just somebody being like, you know what? This could use a little play I wrote about my own life.
I think
My
so
dad,
this is
I
like
don't
an
like him.
illogical argument though, right? He's saying that like, yeah, I guess that's an example of it illogical. Yeah, that sounds like the dad's being kind of unfair there, where he's like, he wants to have his cake and eat it too.
Yeah, let's get a little woke here.
Okay.
Toilet seat debate infuriates
Will, are you
me.
woke?
Yes. Unfortunately, my one of my grandparents was woke, so I'm like a quarter woke.
You have
Yeah.
you have someone. Yeah, we're fully woke, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately,
so.
our parents, my parents were like,
Well,
yeah, gotta be
your parents
woke.
were.
I don't know if your parents are
My
necessarily
dad's
woke.
very woke.
Your dad is kind of woke, though, right?
I mean, he's not, well, I was going to say he's not racist.
Yeah,
but
for
then I
that
always
generation,
flash
he's-
back to this conversation we had where I was listening to rap music and I didn't even make him hear it. And he goes, Brian, how bad do you wish you were black?
Okay.
So, that
So
was
he's
a
not
weird-
fully woke. He's not like
He's
fully
probably
woke.
not. He was kind of disappointed that
Can
he
I
thought I
say
was
into
both
racially
gay.
segregating music.
Yeah.
My
He
mom.
thought
my
I was
mo-
both gay and he also thought I wanted to be black. So
But did he say he had a huge problem with either of those?
I don't know. I
Like, he
don't
never
know what
explicitly
I just
said,
know
like-
they knew I was. They thought I was gay. I know that. I know for sure they thought that because they always asked me why I was never around women.
Yeah.
Always. Why don't you go to any dances? Why are you never around women?
And the answer was because you were doing drugs with your friends and you were around women, but they were
Doing
just
drugs with them.
doing drugs with you.
The only
Yeah.
time I remember the first like real girlfriend I had, you know, and she's hanging out at the house. Not the titty sucking one.
I was
This is the
gonna
first
ask, was
girlfriend I
that-
ever had sex
Was
with.
that Teresa Titties or?
No, I had sex with this girlfriend, thank you, with my penis.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Thank you. 6 times. So
Six
anyway,
times. You remember the amount of times? I see how Brian's laughing right now. That is the true number. That was not a joke.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fully the true number. First girlfriend I ever had, really. First real sex girlfriend I had.
Yeah.
Then I went back to the other one and sucked on her titties some more, but couldn't get the rest of
Yeah.
the movement on. But anyway,
yeah.
I
You
brought
didn't
her.
enjoy sex. You were like, you know what? I just want the titty sucking.
You're
Yeah,
like
Sounds
this.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
sex
was
is
just
okay,
so
but I'm.
nervous. That other girl made me so nervous.
Hmm.
Nervous. But anyway, the only thing my parents were like, they were like, why don't you bring your girlfriend over? I brought her over. And then they were like, why don't you fucking tell your girlfriend to quit flicking her cigarette butts in the yard? And I'm like,
What do you want from me, mom and
Fuck,
dad?
dude.
I mean, I'm sorry. I date exclusively
I'm in love.
disrespectful chain smokers. And so if you want them to come over, you're going to have to deal with that.
I'm in love. She's a fine lady.
She's a fine lady, and we both enjoy a cigarette every
A
now and
Marlboro
then.
Red.
My mom is definitely woke, and I will say my dad before he passed away, he became more woke.
Nice.
He as an older guy, he got increasingly more woke. So I mean, I'm fully woke, definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, this person goes, I'm a woman. Why the fuck do other women care about the goddamn toilet seat? God, I hate the stupid debate. It's literally zero issue to put the seat down yourself. If you're falling in, something is wrong with you. Sorry, not sorry. The bowl's porcelain. I go to the bathroom in the dark, and if it happens to be left up, I know the instant my thigh touches porcelain and instantly stand up and lower it. If you get mad over the seat being left up, you're a dumbass, and it's a skill issue. I don't understand and have never understood why the fuck people care about this stupid issue.
So, well, I'm gonna...
I really enjoy movies and TV shows that are about women, but when you watch them, you're like, well, this was clearly written by a man. Like, you know, they haven't exactly captured the like female voice that I would expect in a moment. I just don't know a lot of women who are like, fell in the toilet bowl? That's a skill issue. That's just stood out
That's
to
fair.
me.
I didn't even consider this could be a guy, but now that you say that, it feels like a guy.
I'm going to excuse myself from this discussion because Ariel at our old place would say this and we would have this. I'm just going to stick right out of it. I think that you should put the toilet. I think you should put the toilet seat down. I'll just say that.
I think everybody thinks that. This lady doesn't.
Yeah.
On r/rant.
Yes.
But there is a conversation. This person goes, what kind of gross people are out there not closing the lid before flushing? Do you like gross toilet water droplets all over the bathroom? This guy goes all over your brush and toothbrush and towels. The seat and lid is dropped before every flush. This guy goes, social media is a great way to feel validated if everyone agrees with you. And with society now becoming unable to scroll on without dumping their opinion, either you're vilified or validated. Some women see it as a signal of respect. In our house, everyone has to close the seat and the lid, even me. Lid is dropped before the toilet is flushed. My man dribbles on the edge of the toilet. I have to scrub it off the outside of the toilet every week. I get up to pee 2-3 times a night. If he doesn't drop the lid soon, as my seat touches the porcelain, I have a stale urine on my backside. When I go to bed, well, it's then in our bed for us to sleep in. To some, that's a problem. To others like yourself, I guess it's no big deal. It's okay. It's your opinion. Everyone has one.
I guess you just love to have piss in your bed, is what. Wow, Mr. Piss Bed, Mrs. Piss Bed doesn't give a shit about piss in her bed, huh?
Okay. I have a hefty, hard, powerful stream of my piss.
Damn,
not to brag.
That's lucky. Now listen, I don't usually give you credit, but that is my stream is very soft.
Yeah, that's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse, Brian, because I got that hard, hefty, the stream that's like really powerful, like a fucking fire hose style stream. But it does. Ariel asked me to like, hey, can you not pee in the, can you pee in your I have a bathroom behind me in my office here, and we have 3 bathrooms in the townhouse, and she said, can you pee in one of the other toilets? That's because nice. It splashes.
Because you get piss all over her.
Not all over her, but there's it splashes onto the floor. I don't notice it or whatever. I'm a guy. Guys, we don't really notice that kind of shit.
I clean it up every time. Actually.
Yeah. See, I don't, and so that's why
clean it up.
I don't pee in that toilet anymore. I always say, like, listen, I'm not gonna fucking rein it in. I'm not gonna fucking start pissing softer. I'm not gonna do that shit. So I just go up into my
wrangle
office.
My penis for
I'm not. Not for nobody.
Not for some woman.
If you were in like roller skates and you took a piss, would you be pushed backwards by the force of your stream?
Oh, buddy, I would be slammed up against the fucking wall behind me.
Just like a scary movie.
It's crazy. It's like a comedy film type thing. It's
everything you do is even when you have sex.
Hey, come on, man.
It's bad.
It's bad. No. Seriously, in all seriousness, it's bad. It's when you have sex, it's bad. It's bad.
Oh, Chris, we're going to get to some guys stuff since we're at the end of the show. And I thought, let's check in on Change My View. Lars Ulrich is a terrible drummer.
Okay, you're gonna have to change my view on this one.
Yeah,
he's one of the top.
You have to change the another view you have to change is like the other members of Metallica's view on this one as well. I think
he goes, I'm thoroughly convinced that he's in fact a very bad drummer. I'm not talking about his early years where he was okay. As years have progressed, all he's done is fucking boring. Almost no fillers, just fucking hitting on that snare and almost nothing more. He's way below the level of musicianship of his fellow bandmates in Metallica.
But doesn't everyone agree on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Change my mind. Cookies taste good.
Yeah.
This guy goes, if he's a terrible drummer, Metallica wouldn't be as huge as they are. You simply can't have a heavy metal band with a bad drummer and make it in the world.
Yeah, you can.
I know you can. Metallica did.
Metallica, the band. If you should listen to this band called Metallica. They actually did it.
They pulled it off. It was awesome.
Yeah.
This guy goes, that's so not an argument, man. Venom. This guy's obsessed with Venom.
What?
This band. I don't know why he's obsessed with the band Venom. A band that, yes, if you're into heavy metal, you know about. But I don't think they're like one of the top popular bands. But this guy goes, well, I have no idea who Venom is. And the guy goes, yeah, just like Justin Bieber's so talented and the Kardashians are fantastic actresses.
When is this from?
Wait a second. Yeah, Kardashians and Bieber.
They're talented.
And Kardashians, the Kardashians never claimed to be actors, I don't think.
They're fantastic at acting. He goes, all the more for music where you can make great music with simple chords or beats. And this guy goes, how can you listen to the song one and say he's a bad drummer? This guy goes, to be fair, the only thing listening to one proves is that Lars wasn't a bad drummer 26 years ago. And this guy goes, that doesn't make him a bad drummer. It's just his style. Besides, plenty of bands have talentless musicians. That's the beauty of rock and roll. It's supposed to sound rough around the edges. And then this is the sentence that I found crazy. This guy's rebuttal here for anybody that listens to any metal or doesn't listen. He goes, metal isn't supposed to sound rough around the edges, though. A high level of technical proficiency is one of its defining characteristics. So this guy hey, listen, I agree with him, man. Fieldy is a great bass player. He does hard work. Monkey plays guitar like a technical wizard. So
isn't they play a cover of a Metallica song and the monkey can't play the chord or
okay.
play the
maybe they do one
play the solo
and they can't do the solo. They stop at the solo. No, that doesn't mean he can't play it. I don't know.
He's like, I just don't want to. He's just like,
oh, there's like a bee around. We should like stop for a second. I'm allergic.
I'd have to retune my guitar for that, and I don't think I'll be doing that. I'm busy. No, that's true. They do play one by Metallica, and they never get to the solo ever. They even did it on... My favorite time they did it was on MTV. Like, they did this Metallica Icons thing where it was like a thing where everybody was playing Metallica songs. Like, Avril Lavigne did Fuel.
That must have been fun. Holy shit, she can play fucking heavy stuff? Wow.
Snoop Dogg did Sad But True, and it's one of the worst covers you've ever heard of anything.
No.
Why would that be good?
No way. No way.
He's like walking around to him on the mic. He's like, hey, I'm your light. Like, it's really bad. But anyway, here's one. Change my view. Eminem is not brave or heroic for going against Donald Trump. Maybe some politics, but it's about Marshall.
Yeah, it's mostly about Slim
Shady. Marshall Mathers. What's the third one?
I mean, I don't think he is brave. I don't think he's brave for going. I don't think that he is. I agree.
Why? I do.
Like, I don't think he stood to lose any, right? Like, Donald Trump didn't have the ability to like take things away from him. I guess he could lose some of his audience, his Republican conservative audience. He could lose it. So there's some bravery there.
He goes, this is something me and my few friends have been discussing lately. I don't understand.
Me and my few friends?
Yeah.
I used to have more, but I talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm so brave. I'm always talking about Eminem and politics, and that's cost me a lot over the years, but I refuse to be censored by my censorious friends who say that's annoying.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Eminem and his politics again.
Does he still make music? Like, what are you talking about?
I had a baby 6 months ago, and you've never said anything about it. You just text me about
That's
Eminem
not true.
and
That's not
Donald
true.
Trump.
I told you should name him Marshall.
It's a girl. Okay, Haley.
Yeah, Marcella.
Marshila. I grew up with a girl named Marshila.
Marshila. That's a kind of cool.
Marshila. She smoked Silk brand cigarettes.
Oh, nice.
She'd steal them from her mom, and then she'd bring them to us, and we'd smoke them. They had like a silk filter. They were for women. They were women's cigarettes.
But you were like, well, listen, That was like the one instance where you guys would put your like misogyny and homophobia aside. You'd be like, a cig's a cig, man.
Smoking Virginia Slims, but calling them vagina slimes to be kind of tough about it.
Yeah. You'd be like, yeah. Got my vagina slimes over here, am I right, fellas? Like
smoking a really thin cigarette. Like Porno Sean's grandma smoked Capris, and they were super thin cigarettes.
I remember those.
We used to sit and just smoke them all day.
Just more evidence for your parents. Like, Brian, why don't you ever smoke any normal sized cigarettes?
Because
Brian, you never smoke any regular cigs around.
Because you won't buy them for me, Dad. You got to draw a line there. You can give me a Mountain Dew. You can't give me a pack of cigarettes.
Our gay son is smoking small darts again.
I found a pack of Virginia Slims in his room. I'm worried.
Yeah.
Then I brought my girlfriend over, and look at that.
And she's smoking Reds.
She's smoking Marlboro Reds. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Oh, I was too when she was around because she could get cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because guys would buy her cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
She knew guys that would buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
So she'd be like, "Hey man, can you get me some cigarettes?" That's how sleazy. I was just recently talking about an old bar we used to hang out at when I was like 21, 22. And it was me. I was already with my wife that I'm with now, and she would go sit at the bar and drink, and she would let guys just keep buying her drinks.
Yeah.
And then just leave with me.
Yeah, that's a very normal. That's like a very normal thing.
Genius move, though.
That's a normal thing that women have been doing for ages and ages.
Because I'm cheap. I was just worried it's because I was a loser. I didn't have any money to give her to buy drinks.
No, but that's a normal thing for sure. Like a woman, if you idiots want to buy me fucking drinks with this like expectation or whatever, like, you're buying it, whatever, I'll take the fucking drinks and then I'm just gonna leave afterwards.
Guy's like 45 years old, just left the golf course.
yeah, take all the drinks and then just leave. That's a
sure. I'll have a flaming Dr. Pepper. That's what we're gonna have flaming Dr. Peppers here soon
at home.
Yeah,
because
Jesus Christ,
we want our daughter to get to try them.
Oh, what a beautiful moment. Brian, you're such a good dad. You really are. All jokes aside, you really are a great dad.
No, I get it. We were talking about it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm interested."
Yeah.
I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "We can do it, man. Let's fucking do it." She's busy this weekend, but hopefully soon.
Are you gonna drink? You don't drink very much. Are you gonna drink?
I don't drink at all. I probably won't drink, but Katie will. She'll drink a flaming Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I know you and your daughter is quite close with both of you, but that really sounds like something a guy who has not seen his children in like years is like, she texted me back and she said she was interested in trying flaming Dr. Pepper sometime. So she's busy this weekend, but she says sometime soon we can go try them out.
Well, it's actually kind of strange. This is like a strange thing is that cocktails go out of style, I guess, right?
Sure.
So like she's 21 now. And the cocktails they drink, first of all, boring as hell. Vodka soda. What are you doing?
Well, it's just like a highball. That's not really like a cocktail.
I know, but what are you doing? You
ain't never heard of a
purple hooter.
Yeah, you never heard of a purple hooter before.
Hey, why aren't you having blowjobs up at that bar?
Yeah, why don't you have any? I mean, they still do Jello shots.
Why don't you guys do a buttery nipple?
Hey, why don't you spend 3 hours making one Long Island iced tea? It'd be delicious. You'd love that. Mixing 14 different alcohols just so.
It's so funny because, like I said, my wife and I, it was like I drank Sex on the Beach. And all these drinks I had to go order. I remember ordering raspberry Stolies and Sprite a few times, like at the bar. That was the most normal drink I drank.
The bar we used to always go to after this one show, every Tuesday, we'd go to this bar downtown. And if you went up and went like, could I get a raspberry Stoli? The bartender would like throw you out of the bar.
Well, I've said it before.
They'd like beat the shit out of you.
I was trying to teach a bartender at a bowling alley how to make a purple hooter.
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you guys got razzmatazz? Which
Your
they still
dad,
sell.
your dad behind you in the bar line, just like razzmatazz. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Imagining my dad. I mean, I've talked about being at that Deftones concert and ordering a purple hooter. They didn't know what it was, so I said "Sex on the Beach," and they were like, "Yeah, sure." And they just mixed a bunch of stuff together and handed it to me because it's a venue. It wasn't a bar.
Like
But
your
I didn't-
dad, just like your dad, like hanging out with his friends. Like, ew, you guys know about a purple hooter? Now, is there a chance a heterosexual kid would drink that? Like, is there any chance?
First time I've ever heard my gay son mention Hooters and it's some sort of weird drink.
With something called razzmatazz in it. Maybe the gayest word possible.
Razzmatazz is one of the gayest things that you can say.
It's raspberry liqueur.
Yeah, right. Can I get
So
a
it's
little
not
razzmatazz?
straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is something me and my few friends have been talking about lately. I don't understand why people think Eminem is some hero when he rapped against Trump the other month. This is
Because they hate Trump. That's the reason why. It's a bunch of the people who hate Trump, right?
It's
That's
literally what everybody and their mother's been doing for the last 2 years, minus the whole rapping thing. Just that'd be so funny if this guy believed that like everybody and their mother was rapping about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Because he had to put besides the whole rapping thing, he had to kind of, he goes, just because he has fame, it doesn't make things different. Most famous people in the spotlight talk against Trump constantly. Those who support him are for the most part quiet.
No, you just don't hear about it because they're just not popular and aren't in things. That's like Kevin Sorbo and people like that.
That's true. They don't wear an enormous. The regular ones are definitely not quiet. They wear an enormous red hat that tells you exactly who they are.
I'm always saying, God, Kid Rock is so subtle and quiet. It's impossible to know what he's thinking at any given moment.
Those who support him for the most part are quiet. When they speak out, they get attacked for it. If anything, we're brave for speaking for Donald Trump. When I think brave, doing what society and doing what the norm is doesn't come to mind. So this guy's a Trump guy. He's sad.
Yeah, he's a Trump guy who I think maybe used to like the stylings of one Slim Shady as well and feels a little bit bummed out and torn here.
He's like, wait, is Trump really orange?
Yeah.
Is he calling him orange?
Can you imagine? Yeah, this guy's like, holy shit, Eminem just called him orange. Now I'm starting to rethink that. Yeah, that's a delta for Slim.
He is orange.
He's orange.
This guy goes,
Hang on a
Eminem
second.
makes money based on how many people buy his music and go
Well,
to
he
his shows.
He also makes money on based on how many people buy his mom's spaghetti.
Well, if they'd open before 4 p.m., I would.
Brian, settle down. I shouldn't have said that. I forgot about your awful. Brian tried to go to get mom's spaghetti, but they only opened for dinner, and he couldn't go.
Dinner service for moms. I'd like the spaghetti sandwich.
Like many fine dining restaurants, we're only open for dinner service.
Yeah. It's mom's spaghetti. You got to be open at noon. Then I can go and eat a spaghetti sandwich.
You'll get to go.
How many dishes can you really get out of Eminem for like pasta? Or is it just mom's spaghetti and the names of the dishes are normal?
It's just mom's spaghetti,
it's just
but then
like 5 things.
But you can get it Marshall style. Right? No, there's a real place called Mom's Spaghetti, right?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah, and I think, but we looked at it. There's the spaghetti sandwich.
That's the big Eminem thing.
That's and then it's spaghetti in between two things of garlic bread, I think.
It's got 4.4 stars with 3,157 Google reviews.
It's supposed to be pretty good. I'm not even joking. It's supposed to be pretty good.
That's places that only have like 5 things often are pretty good because they're probably pretty good at making them.
Also, places run by rappers, always good. That's like one of the things. Yeah, so let's just a couple of these. This guy goes, if he takes a controversial stance for or against anything and is visible enough, he's likely to lose customers. Trump haters who did not already like the music are not likely to start liking his music and buying it. Trump fans who did already like his music may very well stop buying it and stop going to his shows. Somebody in the entertainment business has big incentives to stay away from controversial topics that could cost them fans. Eminem was brave to take a controversial stance against Trump.
He has $1 billion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I understand it or whatever, but it's like it's a little less brave when you already sort of have 9 mansions and all the money that you could ever need.
You own a fucking restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he'll never go hungry. Certainly, we know that.
You have the darkest hair.
You got the darkest hair. Everyone's envious of your hair and the color of it, and it's like you got
dark hair and beard.
Your beard is so dark that everybody looks up to you anyways. It's like you got the world.
You got the world by the balls.
You got the world by the balls when you got a beard that dark. I mean, everybody looks up to you.
I was talking to somebody that has like a lot of hair, and we're like having this conversation. The guy goes, I want to shave my head. And I was just like, do not do that.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me mad when guys with a lot of hair shave their head.
Will's got a lot of hair. We're looking at Will right now.
Yeah.
Will has a real.
So do you, Chris.
I mean, I have hair, not as much, but I have.
Look at this hair. Look at this full
I
head
do have
of hair.
some hair. Yeah. But Will
You got
has
more
like
hair
a real.
than me, brother. You should
Will's
see
got
the
a
hair
real
I
good
get.
head of hair for sure.
Yeah, I got a fucked up head of hair. Yeah. My mom's dad died with like a full head of like thick black hair.
Well, here's the deal. I heard
Thick
about
black
that.
hair?
Smooth brain though. Yeah, it was still mostly black, I believe. Yeah.
Eminem style. Maybe
Yeah.
Eminem's is real.
Well.
Yeah, my grandfather still had a little texture to the black. It wasn't it didn't look like he like fell into like a tar pit or something at first.
Yeah. No, my grandpa died with a full head of hair too. Grandpa Dick, my mom's dad.
Yeah.
He died. Lil Dick was his name, and he died with a full head of hair. So that's not even
Little
true. They called
Dick.
him Little Dick in the neighborhood.
Oh God.
Not because he had a little dick, but because he might have had a huge dick.
Yeah. Who
But
knows?
his name was Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And all the guys in the neighborhood on the south. He's a short guy.
And his dad was did he have a dad named Richard as well?
I don't think so. No,
Because that's like a normal thing, right? You have like
he's
big
just a
dick
short,
and little
small
dick.
guy. He was like a short, skinny, small guy.
Oh, okay.
So they called him Little Dick, and he hung out with a guy named Slim Jim. And
Wow, it's so crazy that from like Little Dick and Slim Jim to Porno Sean and like
everybody in
this
Ohio.
is my buddy Mick the wife beater.
I mean, Porno Sean, just to be clear, Porno Sean was not called
Right.
Porno Sean
Yes.
in his day.
No, we mostly called him like Gonzo and Tom Petty. We call him Tom Petty a lot.
Gonzo.
He looked like
the
Tom
he had
Petty.
a really big nose.
Okay.
And
oh,
then
I bet he
one
loved
day-
that. I bet he would have preferred Porno Sean.
And then one day he shows up, I swear, all my life, he shows up in a Tom Petty shirt. We were like, what is that, you on your shirt?
Oh,
We go to
that's
Tom
crazy
Petty all
that
the
you
time.
that group mentality because he could beat the shit out of any of you
Either way,
guys.
he would have beat any of us in a fight.
Yeah.
Easily. 2
Yeah.
seconds. But all of us,
Together.
that is how you have a truce.
Yeah.
It would have been like watching a bunch of babies fight an adult man.
No, there was some other toughies in the group, I think, probably,
Okay.
right? There was
Jason,
like these was
my brother.
Your brother was very tough. He of course beat up, or he won a feat of strength against.
Dynamite Jim Dandy, who was
Dynamite
not
Jim.
part of the group. He was a lot older than
He was
us.
an elderly man who used to hang out with you and play California kickball, and he got into a fight because we should get going, but because your brother threw the ball at him in California kickball, which is what you do in California kickball. And
Yes,
Dynamite Jim Dandy, who was drunk all the time, tried to have a feat of strength against your brother.
They did the literal like wrestlers do.
Like
And
hold
my
on to
brother
each
is
other,
just
and then
stronger
he won.
bigger.
He lost to
He
your
very
brother,
much lost,
a
and then he got
child.
so mad and he fucking went, "Ugh," and went in his house.
Yeah.
Well, that is guys debate guys. Strange episode.
Strange.
I would say.
Listen, we said we weren't going to do any more after hours ones.
Well,
when
we're
we
going
were-
to do one more.
We're doing one more actually. There's some
On
after
Monday
hours
with
ones,
Mike Mitchell. We will be doing Star Wars guys.
but Star
next
Wars
week.
guys with Mike Mitchell. But we are doing these late episodes, and they do get a little randy, if I may
It's the
say so
World
myself.
Cup. Once the World Cup's over, we're done.
It is the World Cup. I mean, a lot of the stuff, like, and we're doing the stream at a different time and stuff. It's all because these World Cup games.
I'm going to be eating dinner on stream.
I'm really into the World Cup. Will.
Chicken
I don't-
wings.
Yeah, I'm really.
Not
I know you're a footy guy.
I'm a footy guy, big time. Yeah.
I
footsie.
after one of Mexico's wins, I went to get a hamburger at like this hamburger window by a bunch of bars, and my meal got taken by drunk people like 3 different times
Nice.
before I could get to it.
Beautiful. That's the World Cup, baby. That's the World Cup.
All right, we Will tell people where to find you.
It's Old Man Weldon on everything. I got a podcast called I Hate Bill Maher, which is a podcast about how I hate Bill Maher. I actually, Brian and Chris have both been on it. I a couple months ago emailed Chris multiple times asking if he'd like to come back on.
That's
Never
not
heard
his
back
style.
from him.
Oh,
So,
well,
Chris
listen,
didn't
I will
answer
come back
something?
on. I will come back
Wow.
on. I'm sometimes not that good at getting back. It's not because I didn't want to come back.
No,
You know
look,
that
it's totally
I like
fine.
you.
Brian asked me to do this, and I was like, geez, I hope maybe I should say something to Brian. Like, you should clear this with Chris because I think
Nope.
he's got a problem
No,
with me.
well, you
never
know that I
clear it
like
with
you a
Chris.
lot, and then I've known you online at least for a while, and I've always liked you, and I love I Hate Bill Maher. I think it's really funny. We love Bill Maher around here, so it is a little bit
Club Random
contentious.
fan
Like
from
it's
day
a little
one. We
bit
have his
like
merch.
yeah.
I sent Chris some clips I thought would be good. Never heard anything back from him. They never
Okay,
got played on the show.
send me a reply to those emails and say like, hey Chris, just re-upping this, and then I will.
Then
If
send
you
it
still
to
want
me
me to
so
come
I
Sure,
on.
sure. I'd
Yeah.
love to be humiliated for a third time.
Then
Yeah,
block-
that sounds great.
Hey,
Imagine
then
if
block
I did that. I
CC
said
on
on
me.
the podcast to email me, and then I didn't respond again.
Yeah, and then blind CC me on that so I
Yeah,
can make
okay.
sure.
That's actually
All
a
right,
smart thing.
yeah.
Blind CC Brian on it. Get Brian into the mix.
Yeah, your secretary.
Brian does all of my bookings for me. Actually,
Yeah. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Goodbye.
bye.
Bye.